Hey everybody, I hope your Thursday is going great. Let me start off by saying I apologize for the lateness that you may be seeing in this video. It has been a crazy day here at my house. I had a lot of stuff to do, and I am just now getting into my little home office area here to tape my video for the day, so I apologize. Let me also start off this video like I always do and say, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, first of all, welcome. Second of all, subscribe. And when you subscribe, please do me a little small favor and hit the little notification bell up in the corner there so that you get notified every time I upload a video. All right. Now I'm going to get into today's video, and this is going to be more of a serious topic than some of my other ones in the past several days. And, ladies and gentlemen, as folks get older into their 50s and 60s and 70s, they start to really reflect and reevaluate their entire life. And they start making a laundry list of regrets, of things they should have done and things they shouldn't have done. And they really start to reflect on their lives. As this taping is happening tonight, I am 30 years old. I will be 31 in March. And to be honest with you, I'm sure if I took some time and reflected, I could come up with a few regrets that I have of my own. But as of right now, I don't have very many regrets. Except this one that I'm going to share with you tonight in this video. And so let me tell you the story about the time I should have spoken up. Or, for those of you who are English majors, about the time I should have spoke up. Anyway, so it was a Sunday morning, and I was at my church, sitting with my friends, enjoying the service, probably cutting up and being a little bit too rowdy, as 20-year-olds can sometimes get. But it was nearing the end of the pastor's sermon. And at the end of the pastor's sermon, at least in the church where I came from, we always had an invitation for folks that came to our church to come to the altar and accept Christ as their Savior. It still goes on at this church today. And it'll probably go on, Lord willing, until Jesus comes. So anyway, they have this invitation. And before the pastor invites everyone to stand up, I'm sitting in the section across from me is the mentally challenged adults. And before the invitation begins, there's a young man who stands up and begins to make his way out of the building. He begins to try. He's sitting a few pews down from where the exit is. And he got up and he went to one of his workers, and I don't mean to be too graphic here, and I'll try to be not too graphic, but it was obvious that he had already went to the bathroom. I mean, you could smell it. And as he got closer to me, I could actually see urine dripping on the carpet. And he went up to one of his workers and he said, "I really have to go to the bathroom. I have to go to the bathroom now." And one of his workers tried to apprehend him from going to the bathroom. Well, this gentleman just pressed right on, and he went to the so-called leader of these mentally challenged ladies and gentlemen, and he said, I really have to go to the bathroom. At this point, this guy's crying because he's obviously, already went to the bathroom and he's miserable and probably embarrassed. And he told this so called leader, look, I really got to go to the bathroom. And this leader, I don't know if you can see my little air quotes, this leader said this, and I will never forget it. He said, hey, I'll give you $1 right now if you go over there and you finish peeing on yourself. And I tell you, I was in a state of shock. There was a rise in my spirit, but I will tell you what, it must not have been enough of a rise. Sorry, it's 9:30 here and I'm really tired, so I'm repeating myself a lot. It must not have been enough of a rise in my spirit to say something in that gentleman's defense. Because that is the time that I should have spoke up. And I didn't. In fact, the story that I'm sharing with you tonight is the reason why I'm an advocate for people with disabilities. Because after this happened, I was so shocked and so hurt that someone who is supposed to help individuals who cannot help themselves would say something like, hey, I'll give you $1 if you go over and pee on yourself, when they were clearly asking for permission to go to the bathroom and clearly needed to. I said never again. I still kick myself mentally to this day when I think about the story. I'm kicking myself mentally right now because to this day, I cannot believe that I did not, figuratively speaking, stand up for that gentleman and say, sir, I know you're in a position of leadership, but that is inappropriate. And this gentleman needs to go to the bathroom. And I should have said something, and I didn't. The time I should have spoken up. Don't let this story that you are hearing tonight from me, ladies and gentlemen, tell you if I ever see something like that, I'm going to speak up. If you see even someone without a disability, but someone with a disability who's clearly not able to stand up for themselves, getting verbally abused and mentally abused, please stand up for them. Because if you don't, chances are no one will. I hope this video was a strong message and a strong encouragement, a strong shot in the arm to encourage you to stand up for those who can't stand up for themselves. Don't ever be afraid. Don't ever apologize. Well, I don't want to say don't ever be afraid, because you probably will be afraid. But when you take that leap and you say, no, the buck stops with me, you are no longer going to abuse this person in my presence. When you say that, don't ever apologize for it. Don't ever apologize for it. And realize that you made a difference in that young person's life, or that young mentally challenged adult's life. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I apologize for the lateness of this video. I will have one up for you again tomorrow, hopefully at an earlier time. and I will see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye bye.